What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Preseason basketball is here, boys. That means NBA regular season is right around the corner. So today we're going to continue with our realistic rebuilds, doing the Atlanta Hawks today. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. On the road to 30,000 subscribers, the goal is to hit that before the end of this year. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but maybe you guys can prove me wrong. Getting that many subscribers for me before, getting like, what is it, like over 2,000 or no, 3,000 something? I don't know. No, it's 2,000 something, right? Because, yeah. Okay, I'm bad at math. Regardless, the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray. This team is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think a lot of people are going to be lined up to watch to see what DeJounte and Trae Young look like in real life. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. I kind of said in my basketball podcast, which, by the way, we have uploaded our first episode of the basketball podcast. The link to that's in the description if you not watched it. If you didn't watch it yesterday, it's in the description. But I said in the podcast that how excited I was for basketball this year, and I'm very excited to watch this team as well. But for this first season, I don't want to do anything. I kind of just want to see how this team's going to do according to 2K23. I haven't really paid too much attention to what the Hawks do in the simulation. So we run a 9-man rotation this year. It's going to be Trae Young, DeJounte, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Capella, Bogdan off the bench, Onyeka Okongwu, Aaron Holiday, and then Frank Kaminsky. So I think eventually want to go ahead and give probably Onyeka Okongwu that starting center spot. I know they're very high on him. In a previous Hawks rebuild one time, I did trade him away, and I'm an absolute walking L for that. Today, we're not doing that. We're going to go ahead and keep him around. But for now, we're going to leave it the same. We're going to see how things go. If we look at the proficiency, we have 4-star perimeter centric, so that's probably what I'll change Nate McMillan too. So let's go ahead and somebody season number 1 with Nate McMillan running perimeter centric. Let's see how Trae Young and DeJounte Murray do as a backcourt here, at least in 2K23. Although I am very, very excited to see it in real life as well. Actually, one thing I am going to fix, and I apologize for not doing this earlier, I'm going to play AJ Griffin over for Frank Kaminsky. I think that just makes way more sense to have AJ Griffin in here. So yeah, that's something I got to fix. I don't know why I didn't put AJ Griffin. I always seem to forget to play the rookies year number 1. And again, that's another L by me. But I'm fixing it this time. I got it down. So AJ Griffin is going to get that last spot over Frank Kaminsky. Sorry, Frank Kaminsky. Sorry, Frank the Tank, or whatever your name is. But we're going to keep simulating now. So you already know MVP goes to Luka. Jabari's your rookie of the year. Simmons, 6 man, 80 defensive player. Trey Jones, most improved. And Doc Rivers is your coach of the year. Tyler Jamison is your executive. Here's your All-NBA first team. Got Luka, James Harden, LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic. All-NBA second team. All-NBA third team. All of its first team and all of its second team. Did we get Trae Young? I kind of skipped over this a little bit. Yeah, we did. So Trae Young made All-NBA second team, averaging 33 and 12. That is insane. Love to see it, though. We are not in the playoffs, but we are in the play-in tournament. So I believe we won like 44 games. Yeah, so 44 games, 44 and 38. If we take a look at the player stats for this season, we had 33 from Trae Young, 21.5 from DeJounte Murray. So DeJounte Murray looks like he took a little bit of pressure off Trae Young, which is what we wanted. We had 14 from John Collins, and then 14 from Bogdan Bogdanovic off the bench, which is nice. And DeAndre Hunter with 10, and then 10 from Clint Capella and 11 rebounds. And then Onyeka Okongwu with 6 and 5 off the bench, also 1.2 blocks, which is awesome. So now we get to play the Toronto Raptors in the play-in tournament. So these two teams are both teams we have expectations for. So this should be a absolute dogfight, I will say. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat them to get in the playoffs. We do not, so we get a second chance here, and we get to play Milwaukee. Can we do it? And we do beat Milwaukee, and Milwaukee is not even in the playoffs, which is crazy to think about. If they didn't make the playoffs in real life, that things would have to go stupid wrong for them. But we get the 76ers in round 1. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this team. It is really disappointing to draw the 76ers in round 1. I think the 76ers are about to be really good, especially if James Harden plays anywhere remotely like he used to. So somebody current round against them. If we find a way to upset them, that would be wild. And we do not. We lose in 5. So very, very disappointing ending to this first start of the season. Obviously, this Hawks team kind of went all in with the DeJounte Murray trade. So not getting, further than first round and then barely getting in the playoffs after being in the play-in is not where we want to be at all. We need to fix that pronto. So we have the 17th overall pick in this offseason, which is good. And then staff signing, we go ahead and hire a few guys, obviously. And then on draft night, I want to make sure we make maybe a move here. So we got John Collins, DeJounte Murray, Trae Young, Clint Capella, all under contract. I don't think I'll be moving John Collins or, I'm obviously not moving Murray or Trae Young, but John Collins has been in trade rumors a lot, so obviously I could move him here. But I kind of want to keep him. I mean, he's on the same timeline as these two, and I think he'll fit nicely, so I'm just going to go to keep him around. We also have Onyeka Okongwu. Like I said, we're high on him, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to start him at center this year. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to look to move Clint Capella. I think that's something that will eventually happen. So we might as well just kind of do it. So I don't know what kind of package we could get for Capella, but if we could find something decent here on draft night and send Capella to a different team, I think that makes a lot of sense for us to do. The Jazz, I mean, I guess if they wanted to take our first round pick, they'd give us a couple depth pieces like Lauri Markkanen and Jared Vanderbilt. That's not too bad, kind of to have, you know, maybe a few bench pieces. De'Aaron Fox, we don't really need another guard like that. That'd be kind of a crazy logjam. Dorian Finney-Smith and Tim Hardaway, so that's just kind of another big package. Ben Simmons, if the Nets really wanted to get rid of Ben Simmons, I guess. But realistically speaking, I don't like that trade too much. Michael Porter Jr., Jalen Smith, and TJ McConnell. You got Dyson Daniels and Devontae Graham. The Dyson Daniels would be cool. Then you got like Keldon Johnson, but the Spurs have no reason to do that. Nurkic and Gary Payton. Then you got like Monty Morris and DeLon Wright from the Wizards. So I guess the Wizards wanted to get like Porzingis back to power forward. But honestly speaking, I'm not. I kind of like this trade the most because getting Markkanen and Jared Vanderbilt would actually not be too shabby. Both these pieces would be really solid bench pieces. I don't think either one of them would start. We give the Jazz a first round pick for them to take Capella on, I guess. So basically they're dumping Vanderbilt, and I don't know. I mean, would they really do a trade like this? I'm not sure. But I might just go ahead and do it because it's the most realistic and best trade that I can see. So I'm going to go ahead and make this trade. They get a first round pick. They take on Capella's contract. We get Vanderbilt and Markkanen as two bench pieces to be on this team. So if I move Vanderbilt to power forward, does he go up? He does. And then Markkanen, if we play him at small forward, which he was kind of playing obviously for the Cavaliers, we'll have him kind of play there. And then Vanderbilt will be a really nice backup power forward. So I like those two additions for the bench a lot. And then Onyeka Okongwu is going to be playing some center. And obviously Vanderbilt and Okongwu could definitely lock up on the perimeter, which I do like that a lot. So let's go straight to the draft now with the 17th overall pick and see what we can snag here. So number 17, we have Jarris Walker, we have Amari Bailey, we have Wallace, we have Leonard Miller, we have Chris Murray. So a lot of decent options. I'm gonna go ahead and take Jarris Walker here. Just add another forward here. So I'm happy with that. Another 6'8" guy. And then we got like Brad Stockton. I think most of these guys at the end aren't very good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip past that one. So we go ahead and walk away with a 75 overall, so not too shabby. Might be able to crack the rotation right away. Both these guys being 58s, I don't think I'll sign them. Player options, Bogdan accepts. So that's another guy off the bench that I already really love. Onyeka Okongwu, we're obviously relying on development from him. And I think DeAndre Hunter's a free agent this offseason. You got Jarrett Culver as well, which Jarrett Culver has not really done much in the league, as we know. Obviously, he's been traded from the Timberwolves to the Grizzlies, and I don't know where he's at now, honestly. So DeAndre Hunter, Frank Kaminsky, Mo Harkless, which, you know, there was a trade with Mo Harkless today, or yesterday, I guess I should be saying. DeAndre Hunter, obviously, I do want to keep him around. I don't want to just let him go. So AJ Griffin, maybe he could play a huge role this year as well. So yeah, I'm really liking the depth that we have. I think we should be looking for a backup center, but other than that, getting DeAndre Hunter and then having a backup center is kind of the game plan here. So we got Omer as a 25-year-old. I feel like he would go up in overall. You got Mo Wagner as well, so not a bad idea. And then Drew Eubanks. So I think I'm going to go with Omer here to be my backup center, though. And then I'm going to wait for DeAndre Hunter. Or Miami Heat have matched my offer sheet. Never mind, I'm not getting Omer here. So we got O'Shea Brissett. We got Kelly Olynyk. But my other option was like Mo Wagner, but he's gone as well. So Nerlens as well. And his freedom, I'm not grabbing. You got Tony Bradley as a 75 overall. And then Frank Kaminsky. I don't know if Tony Bradley would go up, but Mo Wagner's here. So I'm going to give Mo Wagner a deal, and we'll see if we can get him. So we get Mo Wagner, and then DeAndre Hunter, like I said, I do want to sign him back. No reason to just let the man go. And is he gone? Where'd he go? I had his bird rights. Did I renounce him or something on accident? No, he's still there. I was about to say, I did not mean to let DeAndre Hunter go if I did. So I'm going to go 4-year, $12 million on DeAndre Hunter. I want to keep him around. I think in real life, he's about to have a really good year with the Hawks. I mean, health has been an issue in the past. But if he could stay healthy, I'm really liking what he could maybe do with that team this year. So really liking what we have after making that Capella trade. Really hoping from development from Okongwu. Let's see if player progression treats him nice. And hopefully he's an 80 overall potentially. Culver's back. Chris Silva's back. Player progression, you got Trae Young. You got Jadante. You got John Collins. Bogdan. You got Okongwu not moving too much, which is unfortunate. But I'm still going to be happy with him regardless. AJ Griffin's up 3. So everyone's developing, which is good. And obviously, we have some assets to potentially make another trade if we need to. But I'm really liking the upgrades we have made. I think we've well-rounded the bench. We're going to rely on Okongwu to have a really good year, and hopefully he can just develop even more for us. So I'm really, really excited about what we have going on. So 7 seed last year. Hopefully this year we are even higher than that. Power ranking is going to last at number 15. 9-man rotation is going to be Trae Young, DeJounte, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, on Kongwu with a bench of Vanderbilt, Bo Don, Lauri Markkanen, and Mo Wagner. That's a really good bench. I'm really excited about what this team could potentially do this year. Proficiency-wise, we're a 4-star program-centric still. So let's go into some way this season with the hopes that we're way better than last year. So at the end of the season, Nikola Jokic is your MVP. Scoot wins Rookie of the Year for the Pistons. You got Malcolm Brogdon, 6th man, your Robert Williams Defensive Player, and Garland Most Improved. And Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year. Tyler Jamison is your Executive. So Trae Young makes All-NBA First Team, which you just absolutely love to see the fact that this man is just going off the way he is. So love to have him on my team. Averages another 33 and 13. Just very, very efficient as well. 50, 40, 90 club. Love to see it for Trae Young. All-NBA second team got Steph, Harden, KD, Tatum, and Embiid. All-NBA third team, Garland, John Morant, Jimmy, and then all defense first team. And then that be... and DeJounte Murray made All-NBA second team. So I was about to say, I don't know if we have anybody else, but we did. DeJounte Murray making it as well. So he's about to get a payday this offseason as well. 20.5 from... DeJounte with 11 assists. He had 15 from John Collins, 14 from DeAndre Hunter. So that's really nice to get some scoring from him off that contract we just gave him. Then Bodon with 12, 9 from Markkanen, 8 from Okongwu, 8 and 7 and 1.8 as a center, starting center. So he averaged 2 blocks, which is nice. Almost 2 blocks, I guess I should say. Mo Wagner with 3, and then Jared Vanderbilt had 7. And then did AJ Griffin was on the rotation. Oh man, that's an L. I did not mean to not have him in there. Wow, I should have had AJ Griffin in there. I'm so mad at myself for not having him in there. Okay, I'm gonna put AJ Griffin in there now. Not that it matters, but yeah. So I feel really bad I didn't have him in there. But regardless, we're the 4th seed. So this year we're not in the plan. So we are already better than last year. We do get the Chicago Bulls, who are kind of down bad in real life because they might not have Lonzo Ball the whole season, which is just very, very unfortunate. But regardless, we're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. We beat them pretty bad in game 2 as well. And then we're going to sweep. No, beat them in 5, please. Yes, we're on back to the second round. But now we get to play the Philadelphia 76ers once again, who lost Matisse Thybulle and are starting David Nwaba now. They still have Harden. They still have Maxey. Still have Harris. Still have Embiid. So I imagine this is going to be tough regardless. But I do like the team we have. If we can knock off the 76ers here, that's going to go a long way on where we're at. We're down 1-0 though. We do even it up, so we're not done yet. 36 from Maxey, 40 matched from Trae Young. Game 2, or game 3, I should say, we do win 158-132, so no defense being played at all. Game 4, they even it up. I mean, this is our chance to get to it. Game 5, we do not win. Can we force a game 7? We cannot. So we are not ready to beat the 76ers just yet. You got James Harden and Nikola Jokic as your finals MVPs, and they got Nuggets going on with the championship. Okay. I mean, we have got to the first round. Now we've got to the second round, but we get eliminated. So what is the next big move to, get over that hump? What is the next thing we need to do? We're projected a lottery pick here, and that's from the Sacramento Kings. That's from that Kevin Huerter trade, isn't it? I believe it's protected, though, if I'm not mistaken. So that Kings pick jumped up to 3. I imagine we got the 3rd overall pick. We have the 26th overall pick in this draft, which I think will definitely be used in a trade this time. I don't know if I'll draft somebody. So we have AJ Griffin under contract. We have Jarris Walker. I want to make a trade. I definitely do. I'm just not really sure where we're going to go with it yet. But I want to put this team over the top, man. I really do. I like what we put together. But clearly what we're doing is still not good enough. We need to find a way to be able to knock out the 76ers. So I feel like I got to go all in on something. And we'll see what that something will be. I'm going all in. Like I said, I'm trying to make something happen here. I'm trying to win a championship with the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if the Knicks would really make a trade with the Hawks because these two teams aren't, the most fondest of each other ever since that playoff, spot or playoff matchup they had. But I'm trying to get RJ Barrett from the New York Knicks. They were rebuilding. So I have Markkanen in here. I have AJ Griffin. I have Armando Hernandez, which was drafted with that 26 overall pick. You have Jarris Walker. I have that Sacramento Kings unprotected and an Atlanta future unprotected. So I'm going to go ahead and offer this for RJ Barrett. They do accept. So just like that, we have brought RJ Barrett to the Atlanta Hawks, and we are going for it. So the Knicks are going full rebuild mode, which probably is something the fans do not want to see. And we go ahead and snag RJ Barrett to be our brand new small forward. So we also kept DeAndre Hunter in the trade, which is also very interesting. So DeAndre Hunter and RJ Barrett, we'll see what we do with them. But I'm very, very excited to have RJ Barrett and then DeAndre Hunter. And then we have Jalen Johnson, who could maybe step up into a role this year. And then we still have Mo Wagner. So a lot of free agents still to sign, obviously. So we have like DeJounte Murray, who's going to get us payday. So we might as well just pay him now. Bo Don, I want to keep around. Jared Vanderbilt, I want to keep around. So I'm going to go ahead and give Vanderbilt an offer as well. So it's going to get very, very expensive, but we're going to make it work. I got to make sure we don't renounce anybody important. That way we're keeping our core around. It's looking like we got everybody coming back. I do not want to renounce Bodon, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and get these two back here. The defense on this team is going to be pretty solid. I want to keep Bodon around, and I want to keep Onkongwu around. So the team is very, very expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be well worth it. I think this team is exactly what we need. So Trae Young, Dejounte Murray, Bodon. You have RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter, Jared Vanderbilt, John Collins, and Jalen Johnson. And you got Nyeka Onkongwu and Mo Wagner. That's exactly what the team is going to be. Going into season number 3, we have went all in, basically. This is the all-in move here. Getting RJ Barrett as our third guy next to Trae Young and Dejounte Murray. I'm super excited about John Collins. We also kept around here as well. If Vanderbilt is going up, Bodon, of course, going down. Onkongwu, Jalen Johnson might be able to play a role this year as well. Maybe play over Mo Wagner, so that's fine with me if that needs to be done. But I'm excited. I think this team is ready to make that jump that we need them to make. We're going to have RJ Barrett take some pressure off Trae Young and Murray. I'm excited about the new addition. And honestly, man, if we can't go out here and win a championship this year with this new big three, maybe it just can't happen. But trust me, I'm feeling pretty confident about the idea of that being a thing. So Power Rankings only land us at number 14, which is disappointing because I feel like this roster is so much better than that. But Trae Young, DeJounte, RJ, John Collins, Onkongwu, Vanderbilt, Bodon, DeAndre Hunter, and Mo Wagner. So that is going to be the rotation. Jalen Johnson not going to get any minutes. We're 4.5. Perimeter-centric system. Let's simulate season number 3. We have made a jump every year. Let's see if we can make another jump, and hopefully that will be the case. In this third season, Jokic is going to get MVP. Xavier Booker on the Pelicans is your Rookie of the Year, so that's a really good pick for them. They also have him winning 6th Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player. Dyson Daniels, Most Improved. So New Orleans got themselves a young core. We went 58-24, though. So with the RJ Barrett addition, it looks like we were a pretty good team out east. We got Coach of the Year for Nate McMillan. We got Trae Young still making All-NBA second team, still averaging 30, which is amazing, and an All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team. So we are the second seed in the East and not the first seed. If we take a look at the player stats for this year, we had 31 from Trae Young, 21 from RJ, 18 from Murray, 14 from Collins, 10 from Bodon, 9.5 from Hunter, 9 from Onkongwu, 6 from Mo Wagner, and then 4 from Vanderbilt. So here we go, man. Let's come out here and see if we can bring a championship home to the Atlanta Hawks. We get the Boston Celtics in round 1. Obviously, they have been to the finals. They are going through some drama now with the Ime Udoka thing. But hopefully, we can knock them off here and go to the second round. We didn't come here to lose in the first round, so similar current round. And we are going to lose in 6, of course. I tried to stop it before that even happened, and I was just too late. So, wow. We lose in the first round. Not where we want to be at all. 2K, man, this year, and 2K does not like me this year, man. I swear. I just do not get the simulations I'm looking for. But Cavaliers going to win the championship. I'm not giving up on that note, though. I got to run it back again. So, I mean, I don't really know how much better this team can get. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I don't think I'm going to change much. We just get an unlucky simulation in the playoffs, but we're going to bounce back. I know we will. We're going to bounce back. So, I mean, do we get a different head coach? Is that the problem? Mike Malone, you want to become the head coach here? Chauncey Billups? Nah. Got JB Bickerstaff, which he's done a great job in Cleveland. Maybe he's the ideal candidate here. Yeah, I still have Chauncey Billups right there. What other head coaches do we have? I'm going to try to get a good head coach. Maybe that makes all the difference in the world. Although, we just had a really good year with Nate McMillan, so I wouldn't say it's his fault. And I'm pretty sure he actually has good badges, so I might as well just offer him a contract. So we do get Nate McMillan back. So we're just going to keep Nate McMillan. Don't really think it was his fault. I think it's just a simulation of my luck, probably just stacked against each other. So we're going to run it back, though. I am confident this team is going to get it done eventually. There's no way this team is not going to do anything. John Collins declines. Jalen Johnson is a free agent. So I am going to go ahead and sign. Well, honestly, we could maybe pull off a sign-in trade with John Collins. This team is about to get expensive. Like, this is about to be luxury tax hell, honestly. So John Collins will get back. Jalen Johnson, I'm going to offer a contract right now. And then, yeah, because we're going to need him because we actually don't have Mo Wagner anymore. Looks like we can still sign somebody, though, so we can sign him back. So I'm going to sign Mo Wagner to still stay on the team. And then one thing I want to look into, since we're kind of here already, John Collins and, what was it? Jalen Johnson. What if I threw these two in the trade? What would I be offered? So we got Robert Williams, Patch Williams, De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, Pascal Siakam, which would be kind of crazy to pull off. So we get Siakam. I don't know. I kind of like Collins. Cat. We get Cat. We could trade Collins, Jalen Johnson for Kenyon Martin, Cat. Now, Jordan Poole. I think that'd just be getting a little too crazy. So I'm just going to leave it the same. Hopefully Onyeka Okongwu at least gets 82 overall here, or at least 80, I would say. He's probably disrespecting this game a little too much. Let's see. He is 80, so I will take that. At least he's an 80 overall now. But Jalen Johnson will probably play over Mo Wagner this year. But we're going to simulate season number 4. Going to hope for the best this year, and hopefully this time around we do get our, get a good simulation and maybe get our championship. Because last year being eliminated in round 1 was a fluke, in my opinion. We should be better than that. So Trae Young this year gets MVP. So this has got to be the year we win a championship with the Hawks, right? This has got to be it. Did we get Coach of the Year again? Yeah, 64-18. So we went and had a really good season again. So this has got to be it. This time we're the first seed in the East. And the Knicks actually made a quick turnaround. So let's see what they got going on. They got Wagner, Thompson, Jason. They signed Jason Tatum to be a New York Knick. Wow. So RJ Barrett, they trade away and they get Jason Tatum through free agency. That is crazy. So shout out to the Knicks. Finally got their free agent, I will say. And then 32 from Trae Young, 20 from RJ, 18 from Murray, 15. This is all looking relatively the same. Let's get it, man. This has got to be the year. If we lose to the 8th seed, I'm gone, like, fast. I'm gone fast. So somebody current round against Chicago. Okay, that was... Bro, I swear, I get so scared just winning 2 wins, getting 2 wins on us. 61 from Zach LaVine. They should have won that game. Like, Zach LaVine dropped 60 and we lose, or they lose. That's crazy. But we get Brooklyn in round 2. They got Donovan Mitchell. Wow. So you have Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, and Kevin Durant. So no longer Kyrie. Instead it is Donovan Mitchell. But I don't know. Hopefully we can beat them. Game 1, win by 2. We had 22 and 15 and at 41 and 15 from Trae. Game 2 up 2-0. Game 3 up 3-0, and we are going to sweep them. So that's really good. Very positive sign. So the Knicks got taken care of in round 1 by the Miami Heat. So being the 2nd seed is a curse today. And now it is time to play the Philadelphia 76ers for the 3rd time in this video, if I'm not mistaken. So we lost to them the 1st season, lost them the 2nd season, and now it is time to beat them in this 4th season. So hopefully we can do that. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, down 2-0. I'm not going to be able to beat Philadelphia today. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, my gosh, bro. I'll run it back one more year. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it back one more season. One more season. And if we can't win, it's just not happening. This game hates me. All right, we have made it here again. I don't even know what season this is now. Is this the 5th or 6th season? I'm not sure, but 31 from Trae Young, 22 from RJ, 21 from Murray, and 13 from John Collins, 12 from DeAndre Hunter. Let's get it. Can we come out here and beat the Chicago Bulls in round 1? We're going to round 2, hopefully, here pretty easily. Somebody current round against Chicago, and we beat them in 5. Okay, now we get the New York Knicks, which I'm a little nervous about because they have Jason Tatum, DJ Wagner. They got Jakob Poeltl, Franz Wagner off the bench, so... pretty good team over there. So let's see what happens. Game 1 up 1-0. Win by 6. 19 from Collins. Good sign. Game 2 we're up 2-0. And also another good sign. We don't have to deal with Philadelphia. We beat the Knicks in 5, hopefully. Yes, we do. And now we get the Nets, who we eliminated last year. So hopefully we can do that again. They added Mitchell Robinson. So I don't know if that makes a difference. But this could be our chance, man. We're down 1-0. We do even it up, though. They're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. Bro, I swear... I cannot get a break in this damn game, man. Holy moly. Okay. We can come back, right? We can come back. 3-1 deficit, 8-man rotation. 3-1 deficits have, been... We can put our inner LeBron here. Let's go. We can come back on Kevin Durant. He's blown a 3-1 lead as well when he was on the Thunder. But it's not looking good, boys. Oh, wait. Can we squeeze it out there? Okay, we beat them by 8. So that's a good first start. Good first step. Now we get game 6 in Brooklyn. If we can push them back to game 7 here in Atlanta... anything is possible, just like KG always said. Come on, let's go. Can we do it? We got it right now. We got the lead, and we are going to do it. So we're pushing them back to a game 7, 42 and 15. Hopefully we didn't do this just to lose in game 7. We pushed them right where we want them. Kevin Durant blows another 3-1 lead here. We're back to the finals. Come on. Or we get to the finals, I should say. I don't know if we were ever there. So, can we do it? Wait, hang on. Hang on to the lead. Oh my goodness, this is as close as it can get. And we do beat them. We get the Timberwolves in the finals. Wow, that was an absolute struggle, but we did it. So now we get the Timberwolves in the NBA Finals. We have Cat, Gobert, McDaniels, Edwards, DiVincenzo. I would be lying to you if I was saying I wasn't nervous. This is definitely a really good series, and I'm kind of, Timberwolves are overpowered in 2K. They're up 1-0. We do even it up, though. We're up 2-1. Wait a minute. Let's go, man. Holy moly, was that a struggle. We have won a championship with the Atlanta Hawks, bro. It only took the 5th, 4th, whatever season it is right now. But you know what? I will take it. So Trae Young gets a ring with DeJounte Murray in the backcourt. That was a struggle, but we came back from a 3-1 deficit, and we did it. Thankfully, we did not have to play Philly this year. They have beat us 3 times this video, but we did it, man. That's all that matters. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's going to end it for me today. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.